Hello guys, I'm Dhanush here and today I'll show you how to send data from our app to the Firebase database. Just like this. Let's put in a name, the group, let's put in class of the student. Let's keep it class 12. Now let's click on send data and now if you see on our screen, we've got the data. We've got this class of the student and the unique ID of the student and the name of the student. So with this, let's load the input. So before we get started, please do hit the like button. Let's try to hit 50 likes. Also, I'm so close to 500 subscribers. Please help me hit 500 subscribers by smashing that subscribe button and hitting that bell button next to the subscribe button to stay tuned. Also, this video was requested by one of our subscribers. So if you want any such particular videos, please do comment below so that I get to see and make a video on that. So let's get started. Let's name our application Firebase database and then next and let's use Android 5.0 empty activity. Let this be main activity. Finish. Graded build running. Yes, so the graded build is running. Let's give it some time. And once it's done, let's start with the XML first. Let's change the constraint layout to relative layout because I prefer relative and I'm used to relative. Now let's remove text view. Let's add, give me a moment. Let's add edit text. And then width around 200 dp, height wrap content. Let's give this an ID. Let's name it name, and let's give it a hint name of the student. Let's extract string name, and now let's give it the color. I guess we'll go to colors. Color, let's just copy this. Let's just use color black. We'll use black for our text. Let's click here, go black, and click color black. Here we haven't added any text, but we do need to define the text color so that when the user types in any name, it should come in black. Let's give it size 18 SP. Sorry, never give it in DP, always give it in SP. Let's go here. Let's do okay. Name of the student done. Now let's add class. Just copy this, copy it, and then paste it below, and then name this class, and then okay, no worries. Okay, that's not the thing. Over ID class. Okay, I don't know why that's coming, but let's see. Doesn't know why. And hint, let's give it class of the student. Yeah, let's extract class, and now below, layout below, ID, name. Class. Okay, the problem is with the name. You can't name it class, so let's give it class of your student. Yeah, let's go back here. Class of the student. Yeah, perfect. Layout below name. Let's just drag it here. Yeah, perfect. Now let's add a button to it. Button. Let's give it 150 dp and wrap content. Let's give it an ID send. Yeah, let's give it a text, send data, send. And yeah, let's drag it down here. So basically this button will help us to send data to the Firebase database. Once the button is clicked, the data from here and here is going to the database. Yeah. Okay, this is a very simple XML. Yeah. Now let's go to our main activity and initiate the button and the edit text. Edit text, let's go here. Name and class. Name, class. Yeah. Direct button. Send. Since we've already written over here, let's just do name, edit text, ID, r.id dot name. Yeah. Copy this, paste it, class, copy this, paste it, send, and this is a button, so remember to change it over there. And now whatever is given over here, the input which is given in the name and the class should go to Firebase database when it is sent, right? So on click of send button, set on click listener, new on click listener, whatever is here should go to Firebase. Now before getting started with the Firebase, let's create a class for students. Class, let's name it students. Whatever we need to retrieve or send to the Firebase. Let's just mention over here private string student ID. Every student has a different ID. Now private string student name. Yeah, private string student class. Okay, now let's create an empty constructor. Public and now let's get constructor for each for 1, 2 and 3. Once the constructor is done, let's get getters method. Generate getter 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this will help you send and get the data from Firebase. Okay, let's go to main activity now. So before getting started, we need to connect our app to the Firebase database, and to do that, let's go to tools. Let me show you. I haven't connected this app yet. Yeah, I haven't connected this app yet. So let's go to our Android Studio, tools, Firebase. If you need the login part, go check my previous videos, but right now we need the real-time database. Save and retrieve data. Yeah, click on this, connect to Firebase, create a new project. Yeah, do that. Okay, here the Firebase project was successfully created and connected. Now let's add the real-time database. We'll add few things. Yeah, click on accept changes. And the dependencies are added and the Gradle was success. Now let's go to Gradle. So these were the changes, not much, but yeah. Now let's just create a method so that we keep it organized and clean. Public void add students. Yeah, go here. Now what we need to do, we need to get the value input from these two edit text. So for that, let's do string name student name is equal to name dot get text dot to string. Yeah, now we need to get the class student class is equal to class dot get text dot to string. Yeah. Now what we need to do, we need to check if these two fields are empty or not. If they are empty, we should show an error. If they are not, we should send it to the Firebase. Yeah, to check that, if text totals dot is empty, okay, this is to check if they are not empty. So if they are not empty, we need to send it to the Firebase. Else, let's display a toast. Toast dot make text main activity dot this. Let's send please type the student's name or class dot length dot show. Yeah, only if the field of student's name and class is full we need to send it, or else no. And now to send the database, what we need to do is we need to add over here database reference. Let's name it database reference. Over here we need to do database reference is equal to Firebase database dot get instance dot get reference. You can add this, but we need the node for the instance, so let's just type students. So whatever goes, it goes into this node. Yeah, now let's come back to this part. First let's add this over here. We need to give this a special ID, a unique ID. For that, let's do string ID is equal to database reference dot push dot get key. And now we have the ID, we need to send the data. So to do that, students is equal to new students, and here we need to send the ID, the name, the student name, and the student class. Yeah, and now to store it, database reference dot child, let's put ID and then set value, and here let's type students. And once this is done, let's again clear the name input of student's name and student's class. To do that, student name dot set name dot set text set text. Yeah, now let's run this on the device. Okay, so let's start running. Okay, the app has been installed, and here you see. Okay, before getting into this, let's go to our Firebase, and then let's just refresh this. Okay, here is our app. Let's get into this. Now let's get into database. This is the new version of saving and retrieving database, but now since we are learning this, let's get done with this. Get started. Lock mode. Let's just go to the lock mode. We could have done the test mode since we are testing, but I'll just show you this. Here, remember, it should always be false when you are launching the app, so that a person who hasn't been authenticated cannot change or send data to the database. But since we don't have any authentication or login, let's just keep this true, but never do this. True, publish. See? Yeah. Now let's go to our visor. Let's go to database, actually data visor. Now let's select name. Let's give him my name. Class 12th. Yeah. Now there you go. See, when we did that, you get students. Below this you get a unique ID, and if you open this, students class, student ID, and the name. Now let's add one more student. Let's add Ayush, class 11. Send data, and there you go, and here is the new data. Yeah, Ayush, student ID. This is a unique ID. If you compare this with this, you can see this is different. Class 11, class 12. So guys, this is for it for now. In the next video, I'll show you how to retrieve the data from here into our app. I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you for watching.